So at this point, you guys all know who SSSniperWolf is. She's a YouTuber with more than 33 million subscribers, and she's probably one of the highest paid YouTubers on the platform, maybe of all time. But her content is,
Hello friends, it's me. And today we're gonna try not to get uncomfortable. It's gonna be very hard. Can you make it to the end? This dude's picking up quarters. Ew, a quarter. Ew, another quarter. Oh, another one?
I mean, this is truly riveting stuff. Watching TikToks and saying, wow, and oh geez, and great job, SSSniperWolf. You're a content savant, okay? A true artist. Well, the other day, she got into a bit of drama on Twitter with another YouTuber named JaxFilms, that you are probably all familiar with. He's been doing YouTube for a long time and is kind of a part of that, like, YouTuber Reddit in-group, right? Well, this drama all began actually with a tweet not from either SSSniperWolf or JaxFilms, but instead from YouTube themselves, where they said the following. Where does SSSniperWolf get her video ideas? From fans. Here's what she had to say at the VidCon YouTube keynote. It's really important for me to engage with my audience. I get a lot of content ideas from them in the comments. It's important to grow and adapt as a creator. So Jax saw this and decided to tweet out a screenshot showing on one side this tweet from YouTube, and on the other side all of her videos, which are essentially the same video over and over and over again, where she just reacts to TikToks. So he's basically highlighting the fact that, like, YouTube is celebrating this person who makes, like, pretty abysmal content. And I'm not here to say, like, oh, my content's so much better, because at the end of the day, what I do is, like, YouTube commentary videos, which is, like, maybe 1 or 2 steps up from what SSSniperWolf does, but it's still, like, pretty garbage, like, in terms of the actual genre of content that I engage in, right? Now, I'm not going to be super 2018 self-deprecating I'm Alex type, you know, on this thing, because I think my videos are good and watchable and entertaining, but at the same time, I recognize that, you know, we're on YouTube. I'm not making the highest art ever. I'm making a little bit of slop, okay? And that's totally fine. And that being said, I think that Jack here is kind of just pointing out the fact that her content's bad. He also responded to another tweet from YouTube where they call her the creator of their dreams. He says, right? Like, sometimes she reacts to TikToks, but then other times she reacts to Darmon videos. Where does she get her ideas? So he's basically just calling her out for making lazy, boring content here. And he seems a little peeved that this is, like, the creator that YouTube is propping up as, like, you know, one of their best, right? One of their finest. I mean, it's especially funny to see that in that statement from YouTube, they quote her as saying it's important to grow and adapt as a creator. And, like, I agree with that, but the majority of her growing and adapting is just, like, hitting the same thing over and over and over again because it works. And once again, I don't totally blame her, because she's getting rich from doing it, but at the same time, it's like, she's not some kind of, you know, impressive artist, you know what I mean? Not much of a surprise that YouTube themselves are promoting her, though, because she's one of the most popular people on their website. So of course they're going to feature her at panels and tweet about her. She's family friendly, she's brand safe, she's a shining star on their website, and seen as someone to be trusted for these kinds of YouTube events, to be a speaker. Now, you would think SSSniperWolf would be fine with this tweet because, well, I mean, Jack is being kind of mean, but at the same time, she has to be self-aware of the fact that her content is kind of, like, lazy and stupid, right? I mean, end of the day, if I was in her position, I wouldn't even care what JaxFilms think, because I would just look at my bank account, right? Well, you would be wrong, because she ended up tweeting at him, accusing him of stealing her ideas. I'm going to have to start charging you 20% since you get your ideas from me. So some random fan then responded to this and ratioed the hell out of her. Not even sure why she got owned so bad here, but I guess there's, like, some hate for SSSniperWolf. And they simply said, you steal ideas, to which SSSniperWolf responded saying, 90% of what I upload are my ideas, people copy me, and then people like you get confused. Now, I found this confusing because all she does with her videos is react to TikToks and other people's stuff. Like, she's not really making anything of her own. It's all just kind of like watching other people being like, wow, geez.
Ew! Mom, can I just have some Eggo waffles? Why can't y'all draw a smiley face on my pancakes like normal parents?
It's not that that's a totally invalid form of content. I mean, all I do is react to what other people say and give my opinion on it. I talk about current events, but she's acting like she did something totally original by reacting to stuff, when in reality, it's one of the most overdone things in the book, okay? On YouTube, reacting to something has always been, like, the most popular type of content, but SSSniperWolf has not always been in that position. It was Fine Bros, it was Jinx, it's been like 20 other people who do reaction stuff. On top of that, with the specific screenshot she shows, she's basically indirectly claiming that Mr. Beast is copying her swag, okay? Copying her style, copying her crunk, which I would say is kind of silly considering she's not even close to the first person to react to random acts of kindness or that particular TikTok or TikToks in general. So JaxFilms saw this and thought it was a little silly, and he responded by saying this: I invented reacting to other people's TikToks. Anyone else is copying me. Incredible mental gymnastics. At YouTube at VidCon, you sure you're okay with boosting her? Are you absolutely sure? Now, I will say, think Jack calling attention to YouTube with this is kind of a low blow. I get that she sucks and she's annoying and her videos are bad, but there's no reason to try and hurt her affiliation with YouTube just because of your little spat on Twitter. Like, she didn't really do anything that bad here, right? She's just dumb. She's a dumb girl. But at the end of the day, the general message is something that I agree with. She has no right to talk about copying ideas or originality. But then Leah, SSSniperWolf, pulled a new card that I didn't expect, but looking back, like, is kind of the most expected thing for someone like her to, like, play the victim with this particular card. And that card is the woman card. Wow, I can't stand that a female YouTuber is getting more views than me, even though I make the same content. Grr! Life is hard. For context, Jack's Films made another channel where he copied my content for a few months, thinking it would blow up and get millions of views. It didn't, and now he is mad. Also, I hate bringing gender into this, but no one ever attacks the male react channels. Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? So I actually didn't know this when I planned to make this video, but Jack's Films created a SSSniperWolf parody channel called Jack's Films, where he basically sits in front of her videos and then gives his own added reaction. It's basically like an entire channel with 100,000 subscribers dedicated to roasting her, to making fun of the fact that her videos are bad. I mean, they're all literally like him sitting on top of her videos and making fun of her the entire time. And from what I can tell, it kind of evolved into him just posting parody reactions to everything, because he made like a ton of videos on this channel, like 30 or 40, to the point that it now has 100,000 subscribers on its own. So a lot of people found this bit, you know, funny apparently.
All right, let's keep watching.
That was so cool.
It's wow. Oh, look at that. That is so cool. They turned this fruit into a net. That's one World Wide Web.
Now, Leah claims that Jack made this channel to copy her, to steal her swag, with the intention of blowing up, basically, right? She accuses him of trying to steal her thunder. But I think in reality, he was clearly making a channel, which in itself was a joke, at her expense, and that's really it. If he really wanted to blow up, he probably could have done it, and the way he would do that would be to post a video every single day, and to make at least a few videos that weren't reacting to SSSniperWolf videos. It would just be him reacting to stuff on its own, right? The first video was 8 months ago, then he posted somewhat consistently, and then he took like 2 months off, but he never like was posting daily. Like, it's not a daily project, it's not a daily channel, it's not something he's really trying to blow up. It's not really a channel that he intended to be a cash cow, clearly, because he was never as consistent as he needed to be. But I think Leah is mad that he made fun of her, so she's gonna try to twist things a bit to make it seem like he's salty, that he didn't blow up, that he's jealous of her, right? And pulling the woman card is really weird, considering that Jack has hated reaction channels for years. He even made a channel about Jinx back in the day when he was the most popular person on YouTube, basically just for reacting to songs in a super lazy format where he barely said anything about them, and then Jinx would reap a ton of revenue, right? Leah basically does the same thing, with a little more effort, a little more editing. It's a little updated. It's got that zoomer editing. She talks more loudly, but it really isn't anything unique, right? And of course, my point behind going on this whole tangent is that Jinx is a dude. Leah is a girl, which kind of disproves this whole, you know, pro-feminist, he's being sexist argument.
Hey guys, it's me, Jack. Today I'm gonna react to a really cool YouTuber named Jinx.
But I'm not even sure if what she does could be considered transformative if it were taken to court. I think that it's just kind of a mutually beneficial relationship between her and the people who post these viral videos. So it's like, why would they cause a stink when she brings them more views? Why would she cause any issue over it when she's the one that makes a bunch of money off of the situation, right? Regardless, I think she played the he hates to see a woman winning card because her other arguments were just not that strong. So she needed something to make it kind of stick more and give her an edge. And in this case, it was pretending to care about social justice and wrapping like a meaningful, you know, sort of social justice concept, which is like women being hated more than men online or something, into, you know, Jack's Films making fun of her for her shitty content. Now, this OnlyFans girl in the replies, never really heard of her, don't know who she is, but, you know, kind of dime a dozen OnlyFans chick, right? She left a comment saying, I read all his tweets. Bro has the boomer humor. No, not the boomer humor. It's over. We're over, guys. To which Leah says, bro is stuck in 2013 and wonders why people don't think he's funny anymore. I mean, I don't personally find Jack that funny, okay? Listen, Jack is a bit of a boomer. He has some boomer humor.
Can we get some Vine sound effects in here?
He has that boomer humor, but clearly someone does, considering he's popular on YouTube, right? He has a decent sized channel. He does consistent views, and he actually does a live tour as well, which from what I can tell, a lot of people go to. His show, Yesterday I Asked You, was a YouTube show, which he now does in person with real tour dates that people show up to. Here we have Houston, Dallas, Seattle, Portland, Los Angeles. Like, clearly someone finds him mildly funny or entertaining if he's able to do live events based on his show from YouTube. But I think she and this other girl just said this because they're salty that he called them lazy and boring. I mean, SSSniperWolf at the end of the day, like, she does get a lot of views, but most of those views are from young children or retarded 50-year-old men. So, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. She kind of spurged out in the replies as well. I'm not sure why. The whole, like, I'm not mad thing happened here, where clearly someone is mad, but they're like, I'm not mad. Bro, how could I be mad? How could I be mad? She also said, satire is supposed to be funny. It's a way to undermine what I do. Bro just wanted an excuse to copy me, thinking it would be easy money for him. He gave up because the videos ended up getting around 30K views. Guess it's harder than it looks, huh? Look, SSSniperWolf, Leah, listen, sit down, have a seat, okay? Sit on your couch. I guess you're not watching this video, but if you are, actually, you honestly might be watching it considering the fact you even responded to Jack. So listen, I know you're watching right now. I have a message. Your content sucks. It does. Mine isn't amazing either, but yours is just, I mean, disgustingly horrible. So is your lip filler and, you know, the rest of your plastic surgery. But that's okay. You didn't get into this business to make the best content. You didn't get into it for respect. You got into it to make money, to get rich, which you did. You have a sick house, you have some cool cars, and more money than you could ever dream of. More money than you could imagine having when you started out on this YouTube career path.
Welcome to my house.
So when someone makes fun of you for stuff like this, just ignore them. You didn't get into this business to be respected. You got into it to make money. And I don't blame you. You got 200 million views this month. You're probably making insane bank. Don't try to get the respect of Reddit people like Jack's Films, who, you know, Jack is a fine dude. He's a little Reddit though, and that's okay. Okay, he's very Reddit. But don't try to get the respect of people who care about making something good, okay? Jack's Films is cool, but the dude is kind of a content nerd anyway, okay? He cares, I think, probably more about the quality of his content than making money. And that's a totally fine priority to have, but that's clearly not what you want to do. Your videos in 1 month probably get more views than Jack's channel has gotten in the last 3 years. Sleep well having that satisfaction rather than worrying about some tweet with a few thousand likes calling your content bad, because you know it's bad, and you also have nothing to gain from interacting with your critics other than gaining more people who don't like you and think you're insecure, okay? You are insecure. It's obvious. You're insecure about the fact you make bad videos and other creators don't respect what you do. Stop letting me and Jack's Films be able to tell. You have nothing to gain from that. And that's genuine advice. That's on some real shit. That's on some no cap, keeping it $1.50, keeping it $1.75, keeping it $2 even, okay? I'm keeping it real with you. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real on the down low, on the up high, on the middle ground. Just don't. There's no benefit. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leah, leave a dislike if you disliked it, and drop a comment down below with all of your thoughts on this situation. Appreciate you guys watching, and I will catch you all next time, meaning tomorrow. Bye.